Welcome back to tonight's sad reality. Um, I'm playing VVVVV. Did I say enough V's? It's been forever since I've played this game. I think it was given to me as is it like a Christmas present, a birthday present, by one of my friends in college, if I'm remembering. I just remember him playing it in one of the classes that we had that we were both kind of like bored out of our minds playing. Also, I can use WASD. I'm so glad. It's action spacebar. Okay, cool. Um, I'm gonna probably be low-key speedrunning this, like speedrunning without the speedrun part, you know? It's like an easy speedy video. No shade, no shade. But also, so I just had a dentist appointment, and I'm not gonna say I'm a huge fan of the dentist, but like I don't hate it either. To me, it's just like another part of life, I guess. But what I will say that I do like particularly, look at that first thing in this. I always like when there's like experts that get their stuff done. But like this place I always go to, they always do a fantastic job. And sure, maybe the waiting room took forever, but they always do a fantastic job. Admittedly, like yesterday, they were like the main dentist who owns the place got a little bit sick, and like they're like, hey, we gotta reschedule, and I'm like, oh hey, yeah, totally fine, no worries. They gave me, like, today or whatever, and I was like, oh, wait, look at that, it just kind of worked itself out. I don't actually have these brain cells here, jeez. I just realized I didn't want to do this, but I think I actually just accidentally speedrun, yeah. Okay, I wasn't even trying to do that, but I mean, it kind of was at the same time, so, like, it just kind of works itself out. Oops. Except that did not work itself out. I guess an achievement for beating this game deathless. But I'll just cut right to the chase. So in the waiting room, it's always funny to me, there was this little girl, and she was, like, doing something on her iPad or whatever, while I think it was her mom was getting her, actually, precision platform for once in my life. Jeez. This is gonna suck. This, hold left, go back to center. But she was playing on her iPad and stuff, and I saw this like kind of small child ring thing on the floor, so I didn't really think much of it. Now the person at the counter was on the phone, and I was like, okay, whatever. I put it on the like the desk or counter that they have there at the reception. And eventually the mom comes out and she starts to leave their child, and I'm like, wait, is this your child's ring? And she was like, oh yes, thank you, thank you. And it wasn't really great English, but that's not really the point of the story. You can press up or down instead of action. Oh, well, thank you for telling me, and then me remembering to kind of do that, I guess. Spooky ghost. Also, Jammer OST, I will say, hopefully it's not too loud. I'm not really feeling like I'm going to calibrate the audio of this video. Regardless, that goes smoothly. We can get back to the teleporter. Yay. Captain, my captain. Crew member rescued. We have a glimpse as to where all of them are. The lore for this game is so deep. Oh, look at that. A bunch of things to visit. There's something important. That could be a very good place to start looking. Cool. Anyways, we are on our way, I suppose. Let's go to the right first. I remember this. I have to be standing on top of one of these blocks to move up and down. Also, I remember going up and down repeatedly in these sections just so I could figure out what was, like, the landscape was looking like. But games like this always remind me of Hollow Knight, where I'm just like, I have no idea what to do, where to go. I'm a big fan of linear games, if you can't tell, but no hate on this game or anything. What am I looking at? Okay, unmutes it. Enter his map. Good to know. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. I went right past one of the high energy spots, I guess. Let's figure it out. What's above this? This way, up, down from here should be the teleporter. Look at that. Okay, cool. This place wasn't really anything. Neat. Glad I unlocked that. But yeah, so the dentist, I think, knows my family on like a kind of a personal level, which is cool, I guess. My mom's a doctor. The dentist's a doctor. They're all doctors. She's like, hey, say hi to your family, you know, if they're all doing well. Oh, the personal logs. There actually is lore. I have no idea what to do over there. I didn't read any of this. I'm not really planning on reading. The reading's too hard for my small little YouTuber brain. I just like to hit buttons and try to talk about a story. And then I usually end up getting too far engrossed into the game to actually have a reasonable conversation with myself. But I was, like, my teeth were getting clean and stuff today, and as all this is happening, I'm just like, what do I really think about? Well, there's always the TV or whatever they have on the side. This time it was just like views from around the world. You can see what like India has, and that's cool. Big elephants. We're gonna talk about the elephant in the room. Ha ha. Okay, sorry. I'm not sure there's anything to do with it. Does it say there's a big energy thing there? No, it doesn't say anything at all. Shiny trinket. Wow. Thrilling. But there's that, there's the lady who's doing my teeth, which she's very quiet. Usually, I've noticed sometimes the dentists kind of have a conversation and then you go to respond and you're like, things in your mouth or whatever, the tools, which is always fun. But today I was just like very quiet. I'm like, what do I really think about? And I was thinking about what I wanted to record and say in this video, and then usually when I think about things and then I forget all of them by the time I get back. Which is always thrilling, by the way. I love my memory problem. Okay, noted. Upstream, downstream. Hey, I get it. Give me a V. So you can go either way here. Whatever the preferential is. I know it's difficult to do this. I'm sure it is possible to walk off and hit this perfectly. Oh, you just hold the button. That's all you have to do. Noted. Maybe I need to actually play this game again 100% this game. I was 100%ing a few other games the other day, and I don't know, when I got home I was just like, you know, I should probably record this game. I haven't played this since 2023. I think I'm back on Steam as well. Some of the games, like Terraria, some of my first achievements, I think we're back in 2014, 2016. I think it was some even set of years. Why did I? Okay, whatever. Like, man, this is such a weird thing to think about to me anyways. Lies. Spitting straight facts. Always been a fan of chiptune music, synthesized stuff. It's always a bit of a bop. Oh, let's try that one more time. It's always interesting to me, games like this that don't reset the cycle when you, die to whatever the thing is, like it just keeps moving on screen, because to me that always made it a little bit easier if it does reset. Lighter than air. The Green Grotto. Why? Random thing that's not doing anything. Back to the terminal. Eventually everything collapses. That's true, I guess. And kind of sad. Sorrow, speaking of sadness. Imagine being the guy who has to come up with all the level names. What lies beneath? What does lie beneath? Oh, great. Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. And lies are still being spit from over here. Oh, and then, okay. See, genius game design, it's made for you to fail. The lie receiver. So between the dentist appointment this morning and, oh, I need to wait for it to come the other way around. It's really cool level design, like, it's such a basic concept, but I'm a fan of basic concepts. Sometimes we don't need something crazy to make a game decent, we need simplicity to make it work well, I suppose. Oh. And then have me miss this 8 million times. I need to remember to walk off at the end here. How many deaths are we gonna get in this video? Place your bets in the comments. I had a really productive, just like, yap session with one of my editors who I kind of assigned team lead the other day. Oh, that's funny. Oh no, I want to go this way. It was this. Getting here's half the fun. Oh my gosh, what am I looking at? Do I attempt this even? I'm thinking no, this feels like an awful idea. Yeah, I'm thinking no to that. You see? Getting here is half the fun, and then you have to get all the way back down. I was asking the dentist though, I was like, hey, so what's your trick with kids, right? Like, how do you clean a kid's teeth when they like squirm around, whatever? Me personally, I've had so many dental procedures, I'm kind of desensitized to the whole thing. But do they... I can tell if for a second the things at the bottom of my screen hit each other and then they move, or if they, like, just keep moving. I don't know. It makes sense if they just keep moving back and forth. It's easier to code that way. That's game design if I've seen it. Activate terminal. If it's not super evident at this point, I still have no idea where I'm going. Always be at the checkpoint. Yeah, shout out to anyone who's ever beaten this game with like 0 deaths. I cannot imagine this. Prize for the reckless. I think I understand. You have to hit the platform over there and then somehow get back down here, but I have no idea how you go about this. Down under. I don't understand what the point of that room is, but maybe that's half the point of it. A little too early there. And the kind of the answer I was expecting from the dentist was like, oh hey, a ton of patience, you know, that's how you get the job done with kids, you know, you just gotta be patient with them. Which actually has some really interesting like insight. And it was, with kids, you have to make their visits very quick. And then you can make them longer and longer over time as they kind of get desensitized to it. As I was saying earlier, I've had so many dental procedures. I've had a palate expander, I've had a gum graft, which that surgery still terrifies me if I think about it. I was conscious for the whole thing. 2 or 3 sets of braces, I can't remember at this point. I've done the old school, I've done the new school stuff, and yet my teeth are still screwed up. Like, my mouth, the inside of it is literally a, if you've seen like a capital Omega, that's probably the best way to explain it, but my 12-year molars grew out at a, wait, which way is easier? Should I do this upside? It's called down under. Does this go up? No, okay, I have to do this on top, I think. Then I just have to actually be patient enough, and my keys have to not stick. Yeah, capital Omega is kind of like what my teeth look like, and the... seriously. The problem this creates is like when you go to brush and you have your 12-year molars stuck out at a 90-degree angle. I mean, other than saying, you know, like, I have 2 rows of teeth, guys, that's so cool. But, it just becomes problematic the more you think about it. Like, there's a reason why things are set up in a way that makes sense. And when one size doesn't fit all, suddenly this creates problems. But they've done a really good job adjusting to it. I just remember my first orthodontist counseling. The guy's like, you know, in 20 years, kid, I had never seen something like that. And I'm like, thanks. I guess. This is not working. I'm gonna actually lock in for a second. This. Dang it, okay. There we go. Okay, now I can keep talking, yapping about my story, I suppose. Prize for the Reckless. Look at that. 1 more crew member rescued. That's just gaming. There's a bunch of lore and dialogue. And we go back to the ship. Yay. Well, the point I was talking about this whole story was I'm desensitized to dental procedures. I've just done this so many times. I feel like I've lost my pain intolerance in my mouth. Usually, any small amount of pain, I'm no bueno. But, if it is in my mouth, I guess, I just stopped caring about it. Alright, look at that. Good place to store those shiny things. Press action to save your game. Cool. It'd be funny if you could pick it up a second time. But so yeah, that's, I'm desensitized to it, and kids aren't. That's, like, it's like a fresh slate to work with. You can traumatize them as much as you'd like, although preferably don't make the same mistakes you have with your other kids. If there's a single parent watching, which God forbid that be the case. For a second, I was like Minecraft dropper flashbacks when I saw all this. Hey, look at that. That one's a bit of a vibe. Where are we at? Okay. We're in the Spider-Verse upside down. Hey, let's talk about Stranger Things. Let's not. Every video I always make the same joke, not this channel, but the other channel where I'm like, oh, look at this. Speedrunning, auto-scrolling at its finest. Dang it. I love this gimmick though, where it's speed. A little bit of auto-scrolling. Although I feel like there's a running joke among speedrunners that they always hate the auto-scrollers. This game is really testing my brain power. Like, I still haven't eaten breakfast or lunch yet. But so yeah, the trick to kids is not patience, it's actually just desensitizing them to dental stuff slowly. And that's not to say we shouldn't, like, do a good job with them. It is to say, like, hey, kid, this is a metal tool that you're going to become very well acquainted with. And it's good for you, kind of, if the right person's using it on you. Well, it's actual jammer in the background, oh my gosh. How do I be fast enough to grab this without being too fast? Like that. That's how you do it. And we missed a checkpoint, whatever. It'll buff itself out. So we gotta speed up a little bit here. Oh my gosh. This, and then we have a little bit of patience. How? Okay, I have no idea how we're supposed to get that coin, but whatever. Shout out to 2D platforming, I guess. That's what the arrows for is. It's like saying jump all the way down here. Checkpoint. Another checkpoint. The tower seems to be crumbling a little bit. Up here, down there. I think I see the place to be. Oh, wait, you have to go. Okay. Because the screen is continuous, you have to use that gimmick. So I asked her too, I was like, so how do you deal with all like the super rowdy kids? Yeah, like the ones who literally just cannot sit still. And she was like, well, you know those like straight jackets they have? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, we have those for dentistry as well. And I'm like, oh. We actually do use these on kids. Crazy concept, I guess. There's a specific name for it, but it's basically just like arm restraints if they're being problematic, I guess. That's for their own good, I guess. Oh, not quite. Not quite fast enough. Not the right angle. Yeah, granted, I learned a lot from that. She's like, you're gonna go to dentistry school? And I'm like, nope, probably not. I think blood kind of grosses me out a little bit, specifically other people's blood as well. And I don't know, I just don't think that's really for me. I think I can do plenty of things. Talking some days is one of those, depending on how coherent my sentences are, I suppose. Come on, please! I'm so close to being done with the tower, and I'm gonna end this video and go eat breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call it. There we are. One more checkpoint. Like, if you can do the tower deathless, like, huge shout out to anyone who's actually taken time to master this game. There's just so much that, like... Ah, look at that! Seeing Red. Isn't that some movie that everyone said wasn't that good? Furry culture or something. We teleport back. I'm just glad I wasn't late today. I was so worried, so we had some guy coming out this morning to like redo our the window shutter thing, and he was in our driveway, and I was like, oh, hey dad, I gotta kind of go to my dentist appointment. He was like, oh yeah, that's at 11, I didn't think of that. And I was like, yeah. I got there like 1 or 2 minutes late, and the waiting room lasted, it felt like 20 minutes. I think I ended up being like 13, so I checked my phone, because let's go exploring. Take my lead. Oh no. Okay, I thought he was gonna walk into the spikes, but like those weren't even on my side. Follow me. Okay, this is a really cool gimmick, but I don't really have too much more to talk about. But so yeah, thanks for watching tonight's Sad Reality. Try not to be late to your dentist appointment. Remember to actually make yourself clean and don't not go to the dentist for like 5 years like my mom did at one point. That's not a good idea. Try not to eat too much mac and cheese, otherwise your teeth might get a little stained like mine have. Oh, don't kill yourself. No. Okay. I'm literally too addicted to this. Thanks for watching. I hope you had a fantastic day. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. I'll see you in tomorrow's Sad Reality. I pray that the audio is not screwed up, nor it being in full screen. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's Sad Reality. Have a good one.